have you been, SeeReax? It's been so long. Where have you been? I'm very bad at time management. I like to flex that I have power in a lot of things. Time management and organization has just never been one of those things. And the people who've been around for a long time, you already know. But nevertheless, let me answer the question that's been on your minds, on your hearts, and on your souls. So if you haven't been keeping up with me on other social medias, like particularly Instagram, I was posting like my whole journey and stuff like that on Instagram. Basically, I went to a YCS, the team YCS in Las Vegas. My teammates being both Pac, one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh players on earth, and Sam, who, as much as I hate to admit it, is actually pretty damn good at Yu-Gi-Oh TCG as well. Okay, I hate to say it, but we had a go-to team. So while the YCS was only over the course of a weekend, the preparation that I tried to put into it had spanned over the course of a month or two, most heavily in like the last 2 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks, just as it pertained to like deck concepts, building, theory crafting, actual training, because obviously I'm a big Master Duel head, and Master Duel is very different from TCG. One, TCG has a lot more cards that Master Duel still doesn't have available, and obviously there's some staples that shall not be named that exist in Master Duel that I don't have to worry about in TCG, which was honestly great. So yeah, I've been super Yu-Gi-Oh brained, and that's not the only thing. That's probably one of the bigger things, but also, you see this location that I'm in? Wow, beautiful. Wow, we're so accustomed to this. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here for long. No, I'm not moving houses. I'm not moving houses, but I'm moving offices. Another thing that I've been updating people over on Instagram with that I don't think I've ever mentioned over here on YouTube is the fact that I'm getting my basement finished. This is a different house, okay? I know people who are super OGs, didn't you already get part of your basement finished? It's complicated. That was years ago. That was like 5 years ago. I don't live there anymore. Anyway, this is a much bigger project than that project ever was. The entire basement's getting finished. It's gonna be huge for content. My new office space is gonna be down there. So why does that have so much to do with me? Well, basically every single day over the last, I don't know, 40 days, there's been contractors coming in, there's been electricians coming in, plumbers coming in, and I have to like guide them, kind of like, obviously I don't know how to do their job, but I have to point at things and be like, hey, I want that there, and I want this here, and I want to build that like this, and you know, where do I want these outlets? Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have my setup over here, blah, blah, blah. You get it. And it's a luxury that I can only afford thanks to, obviously, the success that we've had over here, which I'm super thankful for, and I love you guys for that. The Bower Nation, Bower, what do we call ourselves? Legion of Bower. Damn, been a while, sorry. Where are my manners? But full disclosure, I don't want everything that I'm saying to come off as like justification for why I haven't been posting, because just being real and just being transparent and honest with myself, I should be posting. Like, a lot of these videos are done, but it's on me to have like the organization skills to, you know, hey, I need to have a thumbnail prepared for this in time, because a lot of these videos, like the last Destin Rivals, for example, been just sitting on my YouTube thing, but no thumbnail. Like, you guys need to understand, we are so ahead on Destin Rivals, which again is a Yu-Gi-Oh series. I'm not just gonna talk about Yu-Gi-Oh right now, don't worry. But like, I'm like 10 weeks ahead on that series, but it's just on me to make sure thumbnails are prepared on time. But again, just being honest with myself, it's just been a weakness of mine historically, and it continues to be that, and it's something that I really want to figure out, because it's just funny, because in high school, you don't think that some of your bad habits will leach into your adulthood. And while I don't think a lot of the things that my high school had me do were necessary in terms of like what I was going to use as an adult, like for example, quadratic equations and the hypotenuse of blah, 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 like all that stuff, I don't ever need to actually use that in real life. But having the discipline to actually like do my homework and get stuff done in time is something that I think would have been valuable to actually, you know, knock down when I was younger, because although the content of what I was working on wasn't really relevant, just the act of working and having the self-discipline to stay on top of that was. So I guess my responsible message to all of my younger audience who are still in school, or, you know, whatever, who don't think that school is important or isn't relevant for what they want to do. While that could potentially be true, while you're there, you might as well do your best, because building those habits can definitely have a strong effect on your life and your habits and discipline and stuff going forward. So probably the most, I don't know, there's parents out there watching. Yes, they're safe to watch my channel. I'll say bad things sometimes. Let's just talk about Pokemon Soul Link. Just because everyone always asks about it, they act like it's just something that I'm trying to hide in my closet, like sweep under the rug. Pokemon Soul Link, I'm aware of Pokemon Soul Link. I'm aware of the hiatus for a bajillion years. Everyone is almost used to it. We get made fun of for it because it's the longest running Soul Link that has not that many episodes of all time. I have the next episode ready. We recorded it so long ago, and the reason I have not posted it is actually on purpose, okay? Where Destined Rivals was like, oh, I'm just, you know, time management, I haven't like hit up my thumbnail guy to like get this blah blah blah. That's Destined Rivals. Soul Link, on the other hand, the next episode's been done for a very long time, and before you bring your pitchforks out, I'm also tired of the whole we post an episode, now we have to wait forever for the next episode. I don't like that. So my strategy, my idea was, I'm not posting Soul Link again until I can confirm / promise that there will be consistent Soul Links for until the end of the series. So like if I post a Soul Link, then I guaranteed want another one next week on Dotto's channel. And then I guaranteed want the following week to be on my channel. So what that essentially means is I want all the episodes done before I start posting. Because otherwise we're just in this infinite Tsukiyomi again, and I don't want to do that. But I'm also just going to be transparent about this, and I'm not trying to put my boy on blast, but he is going to kind of get put on blast. My collaborator on the Soul Link, Dotto Doya, lost his save data. It's gone. So we either have to find a way to recreate his save data, or we have to, I don't know. We just have to, or he has to like redo everything that we've done to a T on the same ROM that we did. But that sounds extremely difficult as well. So, I don't know. I don't know. Not gonna lie. I think there's some way that you can like modify save data. So maybe we can figure out how to do that. But it's funny because something similar happened to me where like one of my PCs, motherboards or something, basically my PC got corrupted and I had to pay like $600 just to save my Soul Link data, and then a few months later something happens with Dotto's and his is just gone. So yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out, and hopefully sooner than later. But that's the updated status of Soul Link. I wish it was better news. We're gonna do our best to get it done, and whenever we can record again, we're gonna just record the remainder of the series and basically do what Sam and I are doing with Destined Rivals, where we're so ahead of everything. I want to do the same with Soul Link as well, but we genuinely have not been able to record because of the save data issue. So I don't think that's something Dotto has shared, and I don't know if he'd be comfortable with me sharing it, but I'm sharing it. So Dotto can yell at me about it later. Speaking of Dotto, fighterz Nuzlocke. I want to do more fighterz Nuzlocke. Basically, the story behind that is, and again, I'm not trying to use these as justifications. I'm letting you know, I'm bringing you inside the empty skull of mine to know the reasons as to why these things have kind of like diminished and stuff like that. I'm not saying they're good reasons. They're just what happened, and I'm gonna try to be better about it. And it just is what it is. Two things about the Nuzlocke. One, they are really annoying to edit for my editor. That's not the main thing. He's willing to do it, so I'm not blaming my editor. But two, honestly, Sparking Zero came out. And while we were gonna just try to stay on top of Nuzlocke things, Sparking Zero betas that we attended at like Summer Games Fest before, you know, Sparking Zero actually came out, and just all of our attention was on that. And then fighterz is one of those games where if you leave it for a while, you kind of like, you lose your touch a bit. And honestly, we were just like so locked in on Sparking Zero that everything else pretty much took a back burner. But it is something that I want to bring back and have the series finished. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. I think I'm on like I think I'm playing Cell right now, so that's scary, right? Like if I was coming back to fighterz and I play as a Goku, I'm chilling. But Cell, I have to like this combo in the air. Legendary box battles is gonna come back. Don't worry about that. I'm trying to get other collaborators on there. Maybe we try to get RDC World back up in here. You know what I'm saying? Since they left Sparking Zero, but people, Street's still asking. Street's still asking. Also random. I did a 1v1 with Sam on basketball, like in basketball. So stay tuned for Sam's channel for that. I think it comes out actually tomorrow, the day after that I'm posting this video. But we'll see. Maybe we'll do a reaction. I know how it went, and I'll be watching with a smile. Outside of that, I mean, I just want to get back into the swing of things. Again, I've just been like super busy. Maybe I'll record the process of setting up my new office or do like a little office tour when my new office space is completed and set up. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. Thank you for your patience with me. I know some of you guys haven't been so patient, you know, and you've expressed that, but at the end of the day, even those people, I know it's just out of love, because if you're mad at me for disappearing, that just means you like mess with my content. So, I mean, you know, it's a pro and a con. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, God, these people are pressing me, bro. They're making me feel bad, man. But then I'm like, you know what? They just want more SeeReax in their life. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But nevertheless, I do appreciate you guys just understanding kind of where I'm coming from. And if some of you guys are like, oh, rolling your eyes at me, I fully get that too. But we're going to try to get back on the saddle and start cooking. Honestly, do I share it? I'm kind of scared to even mention it because then I got to follow through. Let's talk about Operation 200. 200 has been a very pivotal number in the history of my channel. If you guys remember my push for 200K many years ago, 200K subs, obviously we're over 1 million now, but that was like one of my most legendary feats. Okay, that's when I really felt like the baller, you know what I'm saying? Basically what that was is I had like 170K at the beginning of I think it was December, and I was like, I want 200K by the end of the year. So it was like a month to get to 200K, and to get 30K subs in 1 month when I'm that size, you know, like 30K subs in a month now would be insane. Okay, and I have over 1 million subs, so like just to scale, 30K subs in a month back then is absolutely positively bonkers. But nevertheless, we succeeded. We did it. We hit 200K. Also, you know, my birthday be a 2, okay? You know what I'm saying? February 2. And then, you know, it's the 22nd, 2-2. You know what I'm saying? So just the 2 has, and I was the second born in my family, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the second born sibling. So 2 just has like a very strong number for me. You know, it's just a tough number. So what is Operation 200? Okay, this is my goal for the year. I want to upload 200 videos in the year 2025. Now I know that may be like, oh, that's not really that crazy. Whatever. Afro posted 100 days in a row. Dino posted every single day for 900 years. I'm competing with myself. That is all I'm competing with. I don't care what this person did, what that person did. I care what this person did. And last year, I didn't come close to 200. I think I uploaded like 140 videos last year or something in total. So what I'm trying to do is one up myself and post 200 times. So that doesn't mean I'm posting every single day, but that does mean I'm posting a hell of a lot more. Because if I'm gonna get to 200 uploads by the end of this year, I think so far I have, I'll just count 1 second. Right now, I only have 16 up. I only have 16 uploads for this year, and I want to get to 200 by the end of the year. So just however I have to do that, maybe we'll start labeling videos, at least just in the description on which number it is within the year. So the next video that I post, or at least, this counts. Today's video, so it could be any video. I could watch paint dry. I'll try not to do that. I'm gonna try not to have no cap videos. Okay, this is a genuine update video because people are like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I've had 16 uploads so far. Today would be 17, okay? And, you know, we'll just try to count and try to get to 200 before the end of the year. And by try, I mean succeed. But that's going to be the goal for the year, just to, you know, try to one-up myself, just be, you know, consistent and, you know, get stuff up, because at the end of the day, you guys are, you know, here rocking with me. If you guys click this video and if you've gotten this far, I know you're a real one. And if you got this far, just type in the Legion for life. Okay, just somewhere in your comment, just so I know you got this far and I know you're a real one. And if that's not in your comment, it's probably fine. But I ain't never gonna know if you got this far in the video. That's all I'm saying. Also, I have a new outro being made. It's gonna be very reminiscent of the current one because I know people love the current outro. But it's gonna be a new animation. It's gonna be a new song, but the song is still gonna be very reminiscent of the current one, but it's going to be my own version. It's going to be custom made by my boy Strider, and the animation is going to be done by my goat EG, unless things change. I've seen a rough draft. It's looking good so far, but haven't heard from him in a bit. Hope he's doing well. Hope you're doing well, bro. Probably hit you up right after I'm done recording this. But nevertheless, a lot of things to look forward to. Obviously, way later, we have Month of Mayhem. We have the new Bleach game coming out, I believe this weekend, which we'll definitely be covering. More Marvel Rival stuff in the future, maybe. And obviously a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh, a bunch of Dragon Ball, get back in the swing of things with Sparking Zero, maybe finish that one Xenoverse series. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I could do. It's just a matter of sitting down, stop overthinking, turn the brain off, do it. The new office should be done within a week, maybe at the time that I'm recording this. That's the goal. They're installing carpet now, so I think we're pretty damn close to being done with that. They'll do office tour, and I want to share more just like IRL stuff with you guys, maybe too. But yeah, that's about it. I don't really know what else to say. That's where I've been. I hope you guys forgive my lack of communication. It's just never been my strong suit, but I'm working on it. Okay, I'm just, I guess, stereotypical light skin. Oh, also last note, if I look skinnier, it's because I am skinnier. I did a 21-day juice cleanse, also shared on Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram. What the hell? Like, I post so many like random things that you guys would never see here on YouTube. But I did a 21-day juice cleanse where I didn't eat for 21 days and lost a lot of weight. I didn't do it for the weight loss. I just did it as a detox. I know that sounds crazy. I had a bunch of juices. It was all structured, regimented, blah, blah, blah. It was very well planned, okay? I wasn't just, it could be dangerous if you don't plan it, which is why I'm making emphasis of that. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. So I did lose a lot of weight, but it wasn't intended, but I don't really care either. I feel good. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now. My outro's playing maybe for one of the last times, or at least a month, actually. You'll probably have this current outro for at least a month. I'm gonna leave now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with me. And I can't wait to see you